Hello my dear viewers, welcome to this coffee cup reading. This coffee cup is for all Scorpio and it's for the month of September, a little bit over 2025. Welcome everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for in gratitude for all your support. Watching the videos helps me big time and very much gratitude. I would like to convey my best wishes to each and every one of you. And I'd like to say that for those of you who are new to the channel, I hope you enjoy the reading. Please give me a thumbs up at the end and subscribe if you haven't to the channel. It doesn't cost anything. Nothing costs anything that I do in this channel. My dear viewers, my dear Scorpio, prior to this coffee cup, for those of you who are not aware, maybe first time to the coffee cup, I do meditate and I am given a lot of information which I'll write down on a piece of paper and deliver to you right at the end of this reading. So stay tuned for that. Now, let me put my glasses on and show you how beautiful your cup is. Have a look at that. Starting from the beginning and round and round. Wow, the illustrations are just magnificent. There's just so much going on here. Now, let me begin by glasses on, as I said. There is something missing. Yes, this one here. And that one there. All right. Now, let us begin. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to fix something here. Now I'm ready to go. Okay. Had to put just the... Okay. Now, the first thing, what am I seeing? Of course, there is a lot of changes. I can see a lot of transformations, major transformations. One particular something, there is someone leaving the nest, it looks like, as though leaving a home. Someone is leaving, but they're leaving towards a very bright future. So it's all positive where they're going. It's absolutely positive. If you're leaving a place, somebody else is leaving. Yes, it's like leaving towards a better place, a more comfortable place, bigger place maybe. And it's something like long coming. It was long overdue. So it's really positive. The transformations are going to be spectacular. They're going to take you to high levels of happiness, enlightenment, new beginning, strength, encouragement, power, all of that shows that you are going to be very powerful, as though this movement was long awaited, as though there was so much that you had to endure, so much hardship due to something, and now you're finally going to be realizing that the problems that were there were not yours, but they were just, maybe you were dealing with someone challenging, and then that's finally sort of over. You are going to be more in control of your life, more in control of situations, and you are going to be more calm and more patient with others, even after this situation, after leaving this, whether it's you're leaving or someone's leaving. But there is a very difficult decision that has to be made. So you need to really evaluate everything. And in some cases, when I see this situation here, which looks like maybe you need to reconsider because it might cause some conflict. Although I don't like to see the negative, I don't like to talk about the negative, but there is something that I have to let you know. There may be someone that's trying to cheat you. Maybe they're using illegal means to take something from you. You've got to be very careful, my dear Scorpio, just so that you know that there is something like that, and if you can prevent it by knowing, you'll be maybe more alert and more, you just got to be very careful not to trust anyone with very sensitive information. And this could be about your, information about your finances, your money, your accounts. You've got to be careful and watch out for someone deceitful, dishonest people around. So you got to be very careful. Now, this could be one of those things where there could be scamming and that you have to be careful of, but don't underestimate your opponents because, or the people that are possibly powerful enough. And you need to be aware. It's all about you being aware of it, being, like really paying attention to it, because I see conflicting situation where there is, people that are not quite honest with you. So that's very important. Patience is needed more than anything. And I feel like this situation is going to get better. Your life is changing. After this, you might be giving in to doubt and suspicion, but you don't have to, because disappointment will be over and you're passing that stage and you're moving to a better stage. Even though this is going to be sort of making you a little bit weary of people and how to deal with them, which is okay in some cases. You've got to be always cautious and vigilant with whom you deal and who you trust, especially with your private stuff. Like, you've got to be so cautious and so careful. There is a situation where you're reaching an impasse, and it makes me wonder if it's this person. Like, there's a situation, it could be a relationship, it could be a partnership, it could be a ship, some sort of a ship, that it's reached an ending. It's reached an impasse where it means there's a dead line, like a dead door. It's a door closing. All you got to do is let go, not to hold grudges, not to hold on to why this is happening, or why did they do this to me, or why did that have to happen. Why aren't they more, alert, or why are they so closed off? Like, there may be a lot of emotional barriers. There's a reason for everything. Maybe later on you'll find out why. But now basically this person could be in denial. And you've got to be very careful not to get angry, lose your temper. I'm going to find the word. Lose your temper and you can't afford to get angry. You just got to be very diplomatic and tactful, because this person's already going through some sort of an ordeal behind the scenes and you're not aware of it. So they're putting up with something, and they've got so many problems and situations that they're trying to take action in regard and trying to compromise. And there's a lot of challenges around them. So you've got to be, you've really got to take action and try to compromise and resolve issues on a very calm and soft way, gentle way. But also, no matter what I say here, this is a situation that's coming to an end. It's reached the timing for this to come to an end. I see a bird flying out of the nest for some of you. It could be a relationship. For some of you, it could be a child, who's become an adult and they're leaving. This situation shows that there's a lot of dissatisfaction, unhappiness with the way things were, maybe emotional exhaustion, even to the point where they were not happy where they were, their location, their position, their circumstances, and something to do with bad attitude. Maybe you'll understand that. So that's why this is a situation where this person's leaving, or you might be leaving someone that fits that description. Some of you are traveling, some of you are relocating. It's either relocation or leaving, but leaving, moving forward with confidence. And even taking up the challenges of moving forward to something unknown or done for the first time, perhaps. It needs courage and faith, and this person has got them both. My dear Scorpio, this is an air energy. Someone that has very, very strong air energy in them. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So it could be either one, but there is strong air energy in them. Usually this person conceals their emotions, like they hide their emotions. They're not one they don't like people to know, even the closest ones to them. They don't want them to know everything about them. They're quite, secretive in their own way. Maybe because they do have a sharp intellect. I see that they're very analytical and they're very abrupt in their judgment. So they don't like to tell anything to anyone so that someone doesn't judge them and then they become abrupt with that person. That's why they try to avoid it. They can't handle things that are judgmental, like or dealing with someone that's judgmental. So, yes, air energy here very strong. But what I'm seeing is really important, my dear Scorpio. What's happening next, whether this person's leaving and you're angry or sad they're leaving, or somehow you feel abandoned, they may be feeling abandoned. If there is something like that, I want you to know there's something much better for you coming. That's why this is happening. Something much better. This person feels let down, and maybe that's why they're going. They feel like they can't really say what they feel. So there is some internal dialogue going on. They're afraid to be themselves. They're afraid to talk about their situation. This is all happening in September. I'm seeing 9 all over this place. And this person might have Virgo in them. There could be Virgo, Gemini, because what I'm seeing is air energy very strong. But then now I'm seeing 2 9s. It could be happening in September. It could be Virgo, Gemini, someone that is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini and Virgo. So Virgo and Gemini, very strong here. Okay, I'm seeing things have been feeling as though you can't find certain things. There could be a loss of money or loss of material. This is coming to sort of like you'll be guided to the best course of action so that you don't lose any money. This is going to be a very good year for you. So you'll see that there could be more work coming. There'll be more money coming in. I see that you are going to reach to a level of spiritual wealth that's very heightened, to the level where money doesn't mean anything anymore. Life, like looking more into life's purpose, looking into spiritual wealth more rather than wealth. I guess because a lot of money is coming. I think it's what you do, your career. Maybe you are a spiritual worker, a counselor. I see a divine path leading you towards something to do with healing the masses. Something, you could be a healer, you could be, someone that's dealing with people. My dear Scorpio, you are known for your perception, for your focus, for your determination, for your deep analytical mind, your psychological capacities. So I feel like some of you could be dealing with psychology or even counseling, and your resourcefulness. I see the depth in you, and I feel like now you're going through a stage this year. Actually, it's 3 to 6 months. I've been given 3 to 6 months. I see a beautiful moose here, the head of a moose, and that tells me that you are reaching to a level where I feel like it's a rebirth for you, like a new way of life and a different way of life. Something heavy is being removed from you, and you feel a certain freedom, a certain happiness, as though there was something smothering you and you didn't even feel it, like you were just your head down and just working back to back and not even thinking what it is, but something was overwhelming you. And in the time of your season, because 3 to 6 months, like we're talking now, this is August, September, I'm doing September reading, so September, October, November. Within September, October, November, within that time, well, let's say from September, because we're double 9 here, September to November, you will realize what I'm talking about. There's great news coming. There is elevation. There is freedom. There is a sense of heaviness being removed. And Virgo, again, I see the symbol of Virgo, the absolute symbol of Virgo underneath this moose, which tells me that you are freeing yourself from something that was quite complicated. And this freedom is taking place. You'll hear about it at the end of August. And it's happening all the way September. I'll just say September because I see September all over the place. And I see Virgo. And I see that it was a situation where you were probably dealing with someone that was a bit reserved, someone very critical, nitty-picky about things. And yet they had the other good things, like they're responsible. But that was someone that wanted to be sort of always alone and very secretive. So that part of it, that you were trying to always analyze what's going on, that's going to be over. This person's crossing over to a bridge, to a new path, a new way of life. And successfully, they're overcoming their problems. It is because of this person that's moving, whether it's from work or home, that you're feeling a sense of freedom, a sense of happiness, a sense of light. You're becoming more happy within your space. All the indecision maybe was around this person, like you had to tread carefully on your decision making. And I feel like destiny is really controlling situations and taking you to a high level. I'm seeing a deep friendship with someone wonderful. I see a new beginning, a new birth, news. It could be business, could be a great opportunity, but I'm also seeing a great ladder. You're climbing the ladder. This is climbing to success. This is also about ranking up in your life. Your earning power is becoming powerful, majestic. Some of you are building your business and doing exceptionally well. Sound decisions are made, and they are taking you to high levels of really like corporate jobs for some, power, stability, a lot of money, championship. I'm seeing like being like recognized and awarded for all your hard work, for your efforts, for what you deliver. Your achievements are incredible. Sometimes your achievements can be dealing with difficulties, and they have got their downfalls, because there is, maybe it takes a lot out of you, a lot out of your energy, a lot out of your health. But I feel like within some time, within the next few weeks, you might need help. You might ask for help. I think the heavens are going to be supporting you, maybe to ignite something for you that might be a bit more simpler, something that might be more helpful, something that might not require so much energy and so much. I really feel like September, there's a lot of lightness in your life. There's a lot of energy being given to you. New ideas are going to be manifesting within you, and you're becoming more open to removing difficulties from your life. You don't want difficulties anymore. So that is really wonderful. I'm seeing purity around you. I'm seeing end of challenges. I'm seeing a lot of light and a lot of support coming your way. A lot of taking care of yourself even more, your health, your beauty, a sense of freedom, my dear Scorpio, a sense of freedom, something you haven't felt in a long time. But you are still dealing with someone now. I'm seeing someone different than the other story. Someone obsessive. They're very obsessive about you. You know, someone that's always wanting to see you, or someone that's really into you. And you've got to be very careful. You might be dealing with someone that has control issues, or they want to control situations. But in reality, really, even if it's you yourself, that you might feel that way towards this person. If you're obsessed with someone or dealing with someone obsessive, you've got to really let things happen naturally and heal from this, because a lot of healing is needed. There's a lot of forgiveness needed. There's a talk about like talking and healing situations and releasing and purging. Sometimes, there is that question, well, do you really care? It's being asked, like somebody's questioning, do you care for me enough? And maybe you try to control things, and they think you're controlling things, or you don't care. They don't know that you're controlling things because you want the best for them. So in a way, you need more balance in your life. In a way, while you're in the process of all of this, there's manifestation of a lot of your dreams and wishes are coming true. You want to just keep your balance. You want to keep yourself at being grounded. And at that point, there is a lot of manifestations, things that you wanted for the longest time, and you've given up on them. They're being manifested for you. I see a lot of fertility. I see health. I see vitality. I see personal growth big time. You might be you might be evolving spiritually. I think you're awakening and you're connecting to the heavens even more. The change that took place prior with that big head of the moose, that freedom that's coming with that relocation. Again, I will say, because I'm seeing relocation, it is that's made the big difference. Whether it's a person relocating from you that was very heavy on you, or whether you are relocating from a place that was very challenging, either way, it is magnificent. You are loving it. Absolutely loving it. What is this animal? It's so pretty. It looks like a monkey mixed with a buffalo. Very strange. But I will try to understand it in a moment. Yeah, so I do see some sort of relocation, some sort of movement. This is making you really think about self-worth, about, working well, being able to be more, more elaborate, more versatile, doing things more with excitement. There's a certain excitement that's within you. It's like you're starting all over, like a fresh new way of living, and you're loving it. The transmutations are incredible, because I see the phoenix rising, and I see miracles that are emerging from the phoenix as it rises. Even for some of you, love is beginning. For some, love, you see how it's starting and beginning. I see that this could be an intense friendship that's turning into love. I see a lot of a loving family. I see inner peace and the beginning of great love. Yeah, many of you are falling in love, I feel. Some of you could be having babies, having children, and you're falling in love with your new baby born baby. Oh, I just see that there is so much love, because the love I see, it's also nurturing. It's not just any love. So there may be intimate love, like somebody, like a lover, and there is also that compassionate kind of love, where there's fulfillment and wishes and very nurturing, loving kind of a problem-solving kind of love, very caring, very compassionate, helping others. So there is a lot of that. There is a sexual partnership. I see that, some sort of relationship. And maybe it wasn't emotionally peaceful. Now, slowly, you will see that it's going to become more peaceful. Emotionally, you'll be more at peace. But there are not one, a few of your dreams coming true. And you will revel at the rewards that are coming. You will enjoy every bit. I see also an inheritance. There could be a large sum of money. Now, a large sum of money could be leading to some sort of selfishness, dealing with someone that's selfish maybe, or wanting to be selfish because you don't want to share it with others, or something like others, they want to control you and take a large piece of that money, or you might be scared that you might be giving some money to someone and you're worried others will take that money from them. There is that kind of situation where there is fear how to deal with this large amount of money. There's resistance towards the judgment of how to make a decision and how to divide this money. This could be a will. This could be a situation of a will. It sounds like it, because I feel like, this large sum of money could be a will, because I'm seeing there's a lot of resistance. There's contracts being signed and deals being made, and there's authority, and there's selfishness and worry about someone else taking someone else's share. And there could be things like that I'm seeing here. But I'll tell you one thing that's wonderful, really wonderful. Destiny is overwhelming your life with so much grace and so much happiness and so much abundance, and you are going to be doing so well that you won't care much about all this. This is just going to be history, this situation about this money. The great fortune that comes with destiny, it's moving you to a better position, to a better place. It's bringing you more. It's giving you more. Something that's been hidden from you is going to be revealed. I feel like some great news are coming also. And you'll see that you might be angry at someone, but there will be healing after anger. You'll understand why certain things were said or certain things were done. I see a great time now for teamwork and team projects. I see like you might be doing an entrepreneurship, your own business, and I feel like you're achieving your goals and you're doing quite well. Some of you are going into business partnerships because it looks to me like there's a lot of teamwork here, and this teamwork is bringing you a lot of profits, a lot of payoff, a lot of rewards. There's rewards from this, a lot. There's a lot of joy and delight. You're opening your heart to joy. You're becoming happy. You're becoming joyful. And again, I will say a lot of manifestations of a lot of dreams and prayers that you've really deeply wanted are coming true. You're going through, you will actually feel it, what I'm talking about, spiritual awakening and abundance. You'll be surrounded with abundance, and you are going to be amazed at your luck. Luck is all over the place. And going through spiritual awakening, very deep awakening, my dear Scorpio. Absolutely incredible. A spiritual partnership here, very, very much connected to someone. You're different in some ways. There may be the way you've been brought up, different cultures, perhaps different religions, different way of thinking, but the connection is overwhelming. Maybe because the more you're awakening, the more you're understanding and seeing beyond the veil, and seeing that, you're letting, you sort of are understanding this person more. You're getting to know this person on a deeper level. I also see that there is another person. There's two people here. Maybe, just bear with me. As I was saying, my dear Scorpio, this person here, the second kind of person, I feel like that you're between two people. One shows that they're very helpful, and they express the way they care about you through help. They might buy you gifts. They might do jobs for you, a little help here, a little help there. They'll run whenever you need something. Small tokens of like conveying their appreciation of you in a way of doing for you, rather than, maybe it's not just gifts. Maybe there may be two people. One is very much gives you gifts, and the other one is a person that sort of supports whenever you need help. And sometimes it looks to me like someone wants to say something to you. They want to talk to you, but they don't know what to say. They don't know how to approach to talk to you emotionally, like they're not able. Maybe they're too shy, or maybe they don't know. All I see is that maybe this is a description of someone, but I see a past life kind of relationship here. Maybe someone you've known in the past life. They're open to compromise. You're open to compromise. This is sort of like starting a new life. Or maybe this person is realizing that you are the beam, the light, that their life began when they met you. It's like you mean the world to them. It's like you are the light in their life, and their life isn't so wonderful. Doesn't look like it's so wonderful. And the most wonderful thing that they cherish is you. And in a way, you already know that, my dear Scorpio. You already know what I'm talking about. You know who this person is. Oh, sorry. So yes, that's that part there. They might have a very strong water energy in them. Cancer being the strongest here. Water energy, Cancer. Very strong Cancer. Some of you might be dealing with Scorpio or Pisces, but Cancer is ruling the way in the water energy section. Now, this is also about other people that you might be dealing with on a grand scale. This other one has got a lot of fire. There's double fire in your life, two people with fire energy. One is Sagittarius, very strong Sagittarius. The second one is Aries, and there is Leo. But Sagittarius is ruling the way. Now, there's another person that might be in your life. This person might be Taurus, Libra, because I'm seeing triple Taurus with Libra. Oh my God, there's the other one, the Virgo with Gemini. I see 3 Virgos with Gemini in them, just like Taurus was with Libra. Because it's amazing, these two signs are the only signs that are governed, like one planet governs two. Like Virgo and Gemini are governed by Mercury. That's the planet that runs them both. And when I'm seeing Virgo, they've got Gemini there. And then the other one is Taurus, and Taurus is another star sign that is ruled by Venus. Venus rules Taurus and Libra. So when I see that, that means it's a Taurus, Libra, or Libra with Taurus. So earth energy there very strong also. Now, I'm also seeing Capricorn here on a high level, which is earth energy, Capricorn. I'm seeing air energy, Libra, oh my God, again. Oh my God, Libra with Venus. Libra with the sign of Venus, which means Libra, Taurus. So before I saw Taurus with Libra, now I'm seeing triple Libra with Taurus. Then I'm seeing Gemini, and it's amazing. I'm seeing Gemini, double Gemini, and double Aquarius, but I'm not seeing with Gemini, there's no Virgo. But when I was seeing Virgo, there was triple Virgo with Gemini. So it's really bizarre how it works. Now, as for the Chineses, I'm seeing the rat here, very strong. Chinese year of the rat. You might be consumed or dealing with someone that's around September onwards. That's Chinese year of the rat. Could be someone that you're dealing with, someone that you're working with, family. Chinese year of the snake is the other one. Chinese year of the monkey. Chinese year of the horse here, very strong. And then there's the pig. Chinese year of the pig. 1, 2, 3 pigs. Chinese year of the rooster, the dog, the ox, buffalo, the cat, the rabbit, sorry. It looks like a cat, but it's a rabbit, and the tiger. And that's the Chinese years. Now I'm going to come and deliver to you quickly these messages. Now, let me just take my glasses off. There's no need for them. We've got a new beginning. Remember I said there is a new beginning for sure. You're starting a new life. Love is rising in your life. Love is rising. It means it's heightening. Ultimate joy coming. Ultimate joy. Have a look at that. I love that for you. Ultimate joy. Love at first sight. You're falling in love. Love at first sight. It hardly happens, but it's happening for you. Love at first sight, my dear Scorpio. Wow. Finding deeper meaning. Being released from discomfort. So, oh, wow, this is really deep. Okay. Finding deeper meaning and being released from discomfort, an end. Remember I said something's ending and it's relief for you and you're becoming very powerful and like free from a lot of this moose here, the head of the moose that I talk about. I'll bring it a bit closer for those of you to see the head of the moose. You see that head there with its horns up here and the face and the mouth and so forth. This shows to me that you are rising above all, reaching to a level of absolute happiness, an end of a lot of strife, a lot of headache, a lot of hardship, a lot of discomfort, finding meaning in your life, being supported, and freedom. And guess what? Support and freedom, all of that. So I'm seeing this here, and it was all in connection to that. There is, oh my God, the jackpot. Now there's something I didn't see. I saw inheritance and war about inheritance, but now this is like a jackpot and winning a jackpot. So there is a big win of a jackpot, and that's going to bring you a lot of joy and a lot of gratitude. This jackpot is bringing you joy and gratitude. I love that. Long term. So it's going to be a long-term situation that you are going to be in gratitude for a long time. This is going to be big. It's major. Now I'm going to give you all the initials of people that you are going to be dealing with on a high level, and intensely dealing with. Now, the first one I see, I was given 4 times, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4. The letter A for Antarctica. Whenever they are intensified, double and triple and quadruple, that means nowadays sometimes I get 5 and 6. I'm getting, which is really bizarre, and it intensifies that letter. How many Scorpio, the majority of Scorpios are going to be dealing with someone with their name beginning with the letter A for Apple or Alaska or Antarctica. So 4 times I was given the letter A. You might be consumed with a person that might be leaving, and that person could be, their name could be the letter A for Antarctica. Then I was given J for Japan. Just 1 J. Then I was given twice the letter F for France, frog, and the rest are all 1. I was given the letter C for Canada, E for elephant, K for kiwi fruit, D for donkey. I was going to say donut. I don't know where donkey came from. Anyway, donkey, W for winter, U for umbrella, P for pony, X for X-rays. And again, I will say about X is also the pronunciation of sh, like SH, or SC, like Sean or Sheila. The X also is that sound. We have to take that into account according to the heavens. That's what I've been told in the latest meditation. I've got to do it. Then I looked it up and it was right. A lot of Asians use the X as a sh. So it can be also, maybe they use that instead of saying to me SH or SCH, like Sean, it's SC, like that's how I finally worked it out after a lot of meditation. So we got X for sh and X for X-rays. We got R for Rome, Z for zoo or zebra, and H for horse or honey. And then I was given 2 numbers. Number 6, the Chinese year of the snake, and there were 3 snakes in here. You might be dealing with someone that's Chinese year of the snake. It is connected to a lot of love and a lot of peace and finding healing in love, through love, finding healing and falling in love also. It's connected to the month of June. So it's connected to someone that's born in June who is either Gemini or Cancer. And there was very strong Gemini, Virgo in your reading, and very strong Cancer. So from the time you see this cup up to 6 weeks, there's going to be a lot of loving and a lot of healing and a lot of situations to do with love and healing and spirituality and growth and transformations. The snake is also about transformation, starting a new life, reshedding, shedding the skin and starting a new life, transmutations. So that's that. And then the final one is number 5. And number 5 is connected to the Chinese year of the dragon. It is connected to people born in May who are Aries. There was just 1 or 2 Aries, but there was a lot of Taurus with Libra. So May, and also from the time you see this cup all the way up to May next year, 2026, there's going to be a lot of changes in your life. That's what the 5 stands for. Changes and changes, so much changes. That's the end of your reading, my dear Scorpio. I do hope you enjoyed it. Do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Your feedback is spectacular when you guys are talking about who this is and who that is and how you relate to it, and everything falls into place together. It's incredible when I read it. I get a lot of pleasure reading your feedback. So do keep that going. Please support me by seeing 2-3 extra videos a week if you can. Just watch a little bit and then let it run until at the end. It just supports my health on a grand scale, and that means the world to me, and that's the only thing I ask for. There's everything in this channel is free. Everything I do is absolutely free, and I'm not expecting nothing except just the viewers. That's all I've got, minus viewers. The more you watch, the more you support me and my health, and that means the world to me. Very much in gratitude to you. Sincere blessings and best wishes. Love, peace, and light. Namaste.